Hello, I'm back with the aftermath of folklore. I have a bruised chin. Yeah. Okay, so shocking. Well, yes, shocking, but also like not shocking because the album is gay and speaks for itself. But the amount of fucking articles that have come out and are continually still coming out, you know, talking about how gay the album is, the subtext, and then also like bringing up Kayla and like literally I think it was the Blast doing literally like a full-on analysis, like linking master posts and like the PowerPoint and shit like that, and just like loads of articles like doing like, you know, general sort of things. And then there's articles talking about how, you know, Carly liked a few things related to folklore, and then sort of talking about the feud that, oh, there isn't actually one, or and stuff like that. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? And then there's also articles about Joe and Taylor allegedly, you know, have they broken up? But then there's obviously also ones where it's like, oh, we've been given an update on their relationship because of, and stuff like that. So, but the general reaction is this is gay, and that is fantastic, because Reputation, there was like viral tweets and stuff, and Lover obviously was sort of more, I'd say, more performative gay. And I feel like in this one Taylor was just like, you know what, didn't quite get it that time, have a bit of this, do you know what I mean? And as she was saying that the Easter eggs in the music this time, she was basically being like, listen to the lyrics and the lyrics are gay. So wow, like I literally cannot believe the amount of like conversation about it being gay there is. Like, it's fucking everywhere. Like, what? And we all know that articles and shit, if Tree didn't want them around, and if Taylor didn't want them around, they'd get taken down. Do you know what I mean? And this narrative is clearly being pushed. It's by like a lot of like big things too, like E! News were talking about it. There were some videos, like, you know, news channels on YouTube talking about it. I'll like, you know, put like links in and stuff, like pictures and stuff. Like, it's just getting out there, and this has to be on purpose. Like, the narrative is being pushed. It like is it happening? And like in reference to, well, you know, the Cardigans, like the only people, a few like straight people got them, but the main people that got them were gay people and girls. So, and a lot of them, you know, are obviously Taylor's friends. But once again, Taylor has recently, well, always surrounded herself with gay people. It's just a gay event. Again, it is a gay event. Meg?
It's a gay event.
Exactly. So a lot of, you know, there's been a lot of like, oh, who is this about? What song? I think obviously there's a few on there, everyone sort of pieced together, that are about, you know, Scott and Scooter's situation. Like My Tears Ricochet, Mad Woman obviously, and I think maybe some more. But I think a lot of people have sort of said, which I sort of maybe agree with, is that a lot of the songs have sort of double meanings. They don't all allude to one thing, which sure, maybe so. I don't like this. But also, I don't think, well, I think, you know, this is kind of like obvious, but the songs on this album shouldn't be taken literally. Because obviously she's using these characters to sort of tell a story, which I think in part obviously does come from real life experiences, but some, you know, probably fabricated, which is fun. But there's obviously a lot of it that, you know, we can attribute to I almost said Charlie then, to Carly. Yeah. So, here's some bits that do. And Aaron, who works on the album with Taylor, was like straight up interviewed and asked, and there was like, is Betty gay? Well, they said queer, but I don't like that word because it's still like quite heavily used as a slur here, so it makes me a bit uncomfortable, but that's fine. And he was like, well, I can't say, you know, for sure, but, you know, I know where Tyler's heart is. So that was a bit like, do you know what I mean? It's like, you're not saying shit, but we know. Yeah, and, you know, overall, the general vibe is, Taylor growing up gay and dealing with, you know, the things that came along with that, and just the usual themes also, you know, secretive shit, just what we've been talking about for ages, but the whole, like, you know, childhood shit of it all and the sort of nostalgic stuff is new in a way. There's a few like posts that explain it better than like what I'm trying to say, but I'm just gonna post them here for you. There's been a connection between the song Seven and the unreleased or old Taylor song called Me and Britney. So people think maybe they could be about the same situation. When Taylor was young and sort of having that, you know, first crush. And there's a, you know, her old MySpace as well, which is very gay. There's a few connections there too. So, you know, the same vibes. Is that what she's talking about? Perhaps. Carly liked Christian's and Martha's pictures talking, well, in regards to Taylor and folklore, which is just like, why are you liking things about her? Like the actual post and stop fucking pissing me off. Okay?
Alright.
Exactly. Take it easy. And then Iris Apatow, who was with Joe's little brother, was liking loads of like tweets, like being like folklore's about Carly and all this shit, and Kayla tweets, and then on TikTok she replied to a thing about Betty being about Carly and was like, yes. And sure, she could be like being like well, I don't know, what's the word, like, oh, I'm not with him no more, let me be, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, she was with him, she would know, do you know what I mean? Because, like, what? And yes, I'm aware she is young, she's a minor, but like, what is the message there? Do you know what I mean? How am I not supposed to get excited by that? What? And then Hannah Hart, who was obviously, well, we know who Hannah Hart is. Well, yeah. She was in You Need to Calm Down video. And obviously she's a lesbian YouTuber. But her wife, or well, fiance, was liking tweets about how folklore is gay, and obviously, you know, that's a small connection to Taylor, but do you know what I mean? It's close enough that I will allow it to be something. Obviously, analysis is still coming out, but as of right now, the gayest songs, in my opinion, and probably the world's, 7. But obviously, there's like the it being about abuse argument as well, which yeah, probably, but it's also gay, so fine. Mirrorball, I reckon. Exactly. But who was it that said? I don't know if you want me to say your name, but a friend of mine. She messaged me, and she was saying how it's about like wanting to like sort of continue like her fans to still like her and stuff like that, and you know, always sort of, yeah. And I was like, well, that's, you know, yeah, that's kind of fun, but also it's about trying to fit in, and you know, there's just gay energy to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there just is. Read the lyrics. I don't need to explain it to you. Obviously Betty, like, James is a girl. James is a girl. It's obvious. Meg is obvious.
Yeah, obvious.
Do you know what I mean? Like, James, Inez, and then Betty, like, they're all Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's daughters. Betty, I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but like, it's basically is. They're girl. They are. It just is. And like, illicit affairs, bruv. Like, it is. Meg, I can't even just like this energy inside of me. I'm just like, it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even need to fucking, like, you don't need deep analysis for this shit, because it just is on the surface. Like, if you want to connect it to things, yeah, you could be like, oh, this is about this. Fine. But, like, literally on the surface, you fucking listen to it, you read the lyrics, it's gay. And she can hide behind this, you know, folklore thing or whatever, but like, casual people aren't going to read that and be like, oh, she's based this on these, you know, these are fictional. People are like, this is gay, is she gay? The amount of speculation that has come from this is mad. I'm getting stressed now. Oh, do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it always feels like we're so close, but we're so far. And it's like, obviously, take your time, this is your journey, my queen. It's scary, do what you must. Fine. But I just love you, and like, I don't know why I'm talking to you, because you're not here. But, oh. You know? And the whole, like, tell them you're going for a run thing is so funny. Yeah. It's so funny.
Standard, I suppose. Well.
Alright. Because, like, Clossy Run Club. It's just funny. It's funny. Songstress. We still got the lakes to hear. It's only been a week. That I'm sure more shit is gonna come out, but like, at the moment it's all just takes. You know, being like, oh, this has this vibe, this has this vibe. There's nothing really solid. Like, there's like 2 or 3 songs that probably could be, you know, if you want to, about Joe, probably Peace, Hoax, and Invisible String. And a lot of people think they are real now. Maybe so. But all I know is that Taylor's gay. Kayla was real. I don't think Joe is real still. But, like, could be. Do you know what I mean? Who am I? Who am I? He could be, couldn't he? But it doesn't make sense, because don't make me get into the timeline again. But, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not weak. Also, if people have, like, clear rankings at this point, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Ranking?
Like, of the songs.
Yeah.
Because the whole album is my favourite. But I do like Epiphany. But if there was a ranking, it would be down there somewhere.
But Luce, I've got 2 faves.
Yeah, I've got faves at the moment. But like, it won't last.
It'll change.
It'll
To
change.
be fair, because yeah, my favourite at the beginning, it's changed now.
Yeah. What's your favourite at the beginning?
This is me trying.
Yeah. And now?
Cardigan.
So, says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's my favourite.
It's also growing, like...
Growing on you?
No, I mean, like, it's peak... Like, it could become first fave.
Alright, good. My first fave, when I first listened, was... I don't know, actually. But Mirrorball was my favourite for a long time.
To be fair, that's true.
But August has come along. She's come along, she has. She's up there with 7. Mad Woman has been there at the moment, most recently. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm having a nap, but the lyrics just leaked. We're safe. We're safe. Poetry's gay, specifically romanticism. Muse is gay, only women. That I don't belong, and neither do you thing. Poetry in general. Taylor's gay. In general.